Hey everyone, this is Mayu. Since many of you told me that you'd like to see more art and other types of videos other than tutorials, I'll plan more of these videos for you, so I won't be able to do weekly tutorials, but Fun Friday stays the same each week, no change. I have many new things planned for you, so check back often to see what's new. Today I'll show you how to draw 5 different eyes for different kinds of characters. Okay, so the first eye I'm going to show you is going to be a very glamorous eye. And I'm going to start with the eyebrow up here. I'm going to use my brush pen for this tutorial, but you guys can feel free to use whatever you like to use while you follow along. Okay, so I'm starting the eyebrow and I'm going to go up at an angle, like that. Keep going a little bit more, and then I want to angle down. Okay, now to make this area thicker, then I want the end of the eyebrow to be quite thin, so I'm going up and I'll meet the other line eventually, like that. Let's fill it in. Okay, and once we have the eyebrow done, now let's go into the eye. So I'm going to leave a little gap and draw a curved line like that. So it's curving away from this end of the eyebrow. And then I want to draw a small line just at the very front, like that. Okay, now let's draw the lash line, which is going to be thicker, and I'll start right here at the bottom. I'll go up at an angle, so it looks like I'm going to go towards this line, but I won't because we need some space for the eyelid. And I'll make this thicker so it's easier to see. Now let's curve, keep curving, and then I want to go kind of just like across, and at the very end I want to go up like that. So this will be the corner, and add some more pretty eyelashes by drawing these curved lines. Just keep repeating them. Okay, once we have the lash line, let's go into the bottom part, and I want to draw a curved line that goes up towards this point, like that. Let's make this corner a little bit thicker, and I'm rounding out this part of the eye. Okay, look how dramatic that looks. Just as you add more thickness to the lines, it really makes the eye pop, which is a really nice touch. Okay, so once we have these 2 thick lines, now let's just add some more beautiful eyelashes. Okay, once we have that, just draw the pupil as a circle. It's okay if part of the circle is covered on top. Okay, and now for the inside details, I'm going to draw a highlight right here by the corner. So that's going to help make the eye look very sparkly and shiny. Underneath the highlight, I want to draw a second circle like that. So this is a pupil, which is kind of covered by the highlight. Okay, that looks pretty intense. So you can actually leave your eye like that if that's what you want for your character. But for this tutorial, I like to soften the look a little bit by shading the iris just on top here so it's quite dark. And then as I go down, I'll leave more gaps in between the strokes. So then it just softens the look overall, it's not too intense. Okay, so there you go, we have eye number 1. Okay, some of these eyes are a little bit more simple in the designs and they're not going to have too many steps involved. So the second eye is going to be a lot simpler in design. First, let's start with the eyebrow again. This time let's go up at an angle. And I'll make it a little bit thick at the front. And let's fill it in. Okay, so once we have that, now let's go into the curve of the eye, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to draw that right here. Just a nice big curve. If you need to help you with the curves, you can use some kind of like a lid or part of a round object to help you with the curve right there. Okay, so once we have that, let's make that line thicker. Once we have this nice dark curve, let's draw some little lashes. I'm just going to draw 3 this time. Okay. And then let's make this line a little bit longer. Let's go down here and draw a little bit of the lower lid. I'm not going to draw everything because for this type of eye, for this style, I think I just want to draw just a bit of the lower part of the eye. Okay, and once we have that, now let's go into the pupil. Unlike the first eye, I'm going to make this pupil quite big. So something like that. It's really big, which makes this eye really cute looking. Let's draw a little highlight. Just a smaller circle right here. And for the pupil, I'll draw it quite large, just like that. And now let's just shade it all in. Okay, I'm gonna make the eyebrow a little bit longer. Okay, and we are done eye number 2. Okay, eye number 3 is gonna have more of an anime feel to it. So let's begin with the eyebrow, this time dipping down, like that. And now for the upper part of the eye, I want to start here and draw a curve that goes out and away from this tip of the eyebrow. I think I'll draw a little line to indicate the fold in the skin. Okay, once we have this upper part done, let's leave a big gap, go all the way down here, and then draw another lower part of the eye. So this is the bottom lid. Still dark, but it's not as thick as the top. Okay, once we have that, now draw a big oval. Coming down, it touches the bottom part, and then it goes back up. Like that. And some anime characters can have thicker rims around this area of the iris. So let's draw this a little bit thicker. There we go. It also makes the design stand out. Okay, once we have the basic shapes, now let's go into the highlight. So another oval. And the pupil is going to be an oval that's inside and underneath the highlight. Okay, so the highlight is always on top because it's right on the surface of the eye. Okay, excellent. So we have a dark pupil, and unlike the first eye where I had some shading, this time I'm just gonna leave the eye like that because I do like the contrast between the dark pupil and the very light iris. By the way, if you want to learn how to draw and color more cute, easy Funny Draw cartoons, download my Funny Draw apps for Apple and Android. You'll learn how to draw and color all kinds of Funny Draw animals and people, Funny Draw food, dogs and cats, wild animals, and Funny Draw makeup, jewelry, furniture, and stylish girls. They're like your own mobile art teacher. My easy voice instructions and color-coded steps tell you what to draw, when to draw it, and how to draw it, so you can turn a simple shape into a complete character. My Funny Draw ebooks have the same collection of characters with easy text instructions and tips. I hope they can expand your creativity and drawing skills. They make great creative gifts. Links are in the video description. The more you draw, the better you draw. Try my Funny Draw apps and ebooks today. Okay, I think this next eye is going to be pretty cool. I usually don't draw eyes like this, but for this tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and draw one and show you how to draw it. So this will be for a character that's more, let's say, serious, or it could be for a villain type character. The eye is going to be quite different, and we'll treat the shapes differently. So first I have this kind of a triangular shape, and it has a very long point. Now from this corner I want to draw a line that kind of extends this direction. Let's draw another one to make it thicker. Okay. Now I want to leave these two right here. We'll come back to them later. Let's go down a little distance from here and draw another line like that. And then I want to connect it to this tip. From this corner, let's make it a little bit longer. Let's make that sharp corner and then come down right there. Okay, I do want this area to be darker as well, so let's make it thicker. Shade it in. Okay, let's polish up the shapes a little, so I'm going to make some things darker and thicker. Okay, so once we have this really nice jagged dark area, let's draw the pupil. And this time I'm not going to make it like fill the whole length of this space. I want to just draw like that, so it kind of covers half of the iris. The top half of the eye covers that. I'm going to make this rim a little bit darker. Okay, once we have this, let's draw a little, just a little oval like that on the side there for the highlight, and the pupil right in the middle. Oh yeah, this guy looks devious. Okay, so this is a pretty cool eye if you want to do like a, you know, a really cool character or mean character. Okay, and one more thing I want to do, just a little cool touch. Let's add the scar that kind of comes right across the eye. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, I'm going to show you one more eye that is going to be really interesting. Okay, so the last eye I want to show you in this tutorial is going to be a serious eye, but it's not going to be like the eye I just drew. Instead, this eye could be more for like a regular character, a good guy, or he could be, you know, like a bad character, but this eye itself is going to have a more serious look to it, but it's also going to be realistic looking, so it won't be so exaggerated like before. First, I'm starting with the eyebrow, so I have this line. I want to go down like that, and then go up again. So just very similar to how I drew the first eye's eyebrow in this tutorial. And then there. This time I'm not going to shade in the eyebrow. I'll just leave it like that. Okay, now for the eye, let's go up here. Now I want to draw a line like that. Because this eye is going to be quite narrow, more realistic looking, that's how I'm going to make the line like that. Okay. Make it a little bit thicker. And add this little piece sticking out at the end. Now I want to draw the bottom as a line like this. So you can see there's a gap right now, and then you just want to fill it a little bit. I don't want to draw the whole thing. Okay. And once we have this very long narrow shape, let's draw the details inside. And I'll have the iris and the pupil looking back a little bit, so it's like he's thinking or he or she might be looking behind them, suspecting something. They're very serious. Okay, so we have the circle, and then for the highlight, instead of drawing like a round, soft shape, this time I want to make the highlights a little bit more jagged looking, so I have this triangular shape. And I'll draw a few more little triangles inside, just like that, to convey this character is probably not your, happy-go-lucky type of character. They're very serious. Okay, I have the pupil underneath all of these little shapes, and then shade it in. And if you want to add a little bit of shading inside, I'll just go into some little lines just here and there. So that is how you can draw 5 different types of eyes for your characters. Okay, I hope this helped you, and check back on my Fun to Draw channel for Fun Friday every week, as well as new things I've planned for you, including other art videos and some tutorials. Thank you always for your support with your likes and subscribes. I'll see you in my next video.